So this is not good for our Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson has now missed back-to-back practices. And what's very interesting, because yesterday John Harbaugh told the media that Lamar Jackson was simply having a rest day. Soon after that, several reporters and media agencies reported that Lamar Jackson was limited with a back and knee injury. And then on Thursday, Lamar Jackson has missed practice again. This puts the Baltimore Ravens in serious danger of dropping to 5-4 against the Denver Broncos, who are second in the NFL in sacking the quarterback, and Josh Johnson is not the most mobile and agile guy at avoiding sacks. Josh Johnson, the top backup quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, would be facing a defense that is number one against the pass, and that would mean Derrick Henry time if Lamar Jackson cannot go in this game. But that's not all. We have some more bad news with some other injury updates, specifically with the defensive line. PFF also released their midseason All-Pro offense that features two Baltimore Ravens. We got some more exciting Lamar Jackson stats, some updates on Keaton Mitchell, and much more Baltimore Ravens news. So welcome into another episode of Ravens Reports. It's your guy Noah here with Full the Flock. As always, bringing you guys our top 5 news reports and storylines coming out of our Baltimore Ravens today. First of all, let's start off at number 1 with some good news. Keaton Mitchell was a full participant in practice and has a strong chance of suiting up this week against the Denver Broncos. That would add a little bit of a spark on offense, as if they really needed one, because right now the Ravens offense is among the best in the NFL. But if Lamar Jackson can't go, it definitely can't hurt to have Keaton Mitchell and Derrick Henry as your two running backs there in the backfield. So what's really exciting is the Ravens are the number one offense already with 452.1 yards per game. The next closest teams are the Niners at 412 and the Commanders at 396. So the Ravens are by far the best overall offense in yards per game. And then they're at number 2 in points per game at 30.3 right now. So the Ravens offense already humming, already very elite. Lamar Jackson has the highest passer rating in the NFL, top 5 in passing yards. He's also, check out this graphic from PFF here, he's the highest graded quarterback on throws beyond the first down marker. So Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are hot. The offense is humming. Lamar Jackson's got 17 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. And then on top of that, you add in Deontay Johnson, a legit weapon who has been a number 1 wide receiver, number 2 at worst in his years past, 1,000-yard type of guy. He's already had 3 games this season over 75 yards and 3 touchdowns. So Deontay Johnson added to the mix, and then Keaton Mitchell coming back healthy. That's exciting for this offense. At number 2, let's talk about the bad news, which is Lamar Jackson not practicing in back-to-back days. Like we said, John Harbaugh said yesterday it was just rest. Didn't seem like a major concern. I said maybe he was sore, maybe he was banged up. John's like, yeah, he's just taking rest. And then reports come out that he's got a back and a knee injury and then misses another practice, consecutive days. That's not good for availability. Usually guys that don't practice in 2 days in a row, on a Wednesday and Thursday, if they're playing on Sunday, that usually does not bode well for their availability. Now, it doesn't mean that he can't play, because if he comes out and practices in a limited or a full participation on Friday, then he could be, there could be a shot for him playing. But if he doesn't practice on Friday, it's looking like it's going to be Josh Johnson time. I'd like to hope that this is a type of injury where it's not long-term, especially because we didn't see anything on Sunday against the Browns where he walked off, he had to be helped off the field or anything weird like that. He was normal in his post-game interview, all that stuff. We didn't see anything, that would have indicated that he was badly injured. But if Josh Johnson has to go and play against these Broncos, I'd like to say that we could still get the job done, especially if we give Derrick Henry the football 20 plus times, maybe 25 times, maybe 30 times. Getting Keaton Mitchell, if he's back, or Justice Hill, get them some carries. But then also, find some mismatches with our really talented tight ends, our 12 personnel. We're very unique in the way we can attack defenses. Not many people can attack the Broncos defense how we can, because not many people have, Patrick Ricard, Mark Andrews, and Isaiah Likely with those, 22, 12, 13 personnel packages where we can get heavy and still throw the football. And quite frankly, no team has Derrick Henry. And then you got Zay Flowers and Bateman, now Deontay Johnson. So it's not like Josh Johnson will be at a lack of weapons. if he's handing the ball off to Derrick Henry and throwing to Johnson, Flowers, Bateman, and Mandrews and Likely. So, yeah, I still think he can get the job done, but we got to perform on defense, man. The defense is going to have to step up if Lamar Jackson can't go, especially. At number 3, more bad news. The Ravens' defensive line is gashed right now. Check this out. Broderick Washington, Travis Jones, and Brent Urban are not practicing on Thursday. And Michael Pierce was put on IR and is out for the minimum of the next 4 games. That happened earlier this week. So the only healthy defensive lineman right now is Nnamdi Madubuike. The Ravens would have to call up Josh Tupou from the practice squad. Tavius Robinson could maybe play some 3 tech, but the Ravens are definitely hurting right now on their defensive line. And it could, because of Michael Pierce being on the IR, because of Travis Jones being banged up right now, and you want to add more in the pass rush department, don't be surprised if Eric DeCosta is calling around the league with this trade deadline upcoming for some interior defensive lineman help. So the panic meter for Lamar Jackson is like a 5 out of 10 right now. He might not play this Sunday, but I'm not worried long term. The panic meter for the defensive line right now is pretty high because Brody, Travis Jones, Brent Urban are all still not practicing. And Michael Pierce on the IR, you're looking really, really thin right there on the defensive line. And you need at least 4. You need at least 4 going into the game, healthy guys. So definitely an opportunity for the Broncos, who have a really good offensive line, to try to run the football. We were already kind of struggling to get after the quarterback, and Bo Nix has shredded defenses whenever he's had time. He's been bad under pressure, but when he's had time to throw, he's been really good. At number 4, the Baltimore Ravens have 2 positions on the PFF midseason All-Pro offense. Check out our guy, Lamar Jackson, as the best quarterback in the NFL this season. Derrick Henry as the best running back in the NFL this season. The Chiefs, interestingly enough, have 3 players on this list, and they're all interior offensive linemen. Their little trio with their center guard and their both guards are really good. Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, and Trey Smith. By the way, this duo here is responsible for the highest explosive pass rate and the second highest explosive run rate in the National Football League. At number 5, one guy that could help out the defensive line, Mina Kimes here suggests that if Miami loses this weekend, I would also bring him home. She puts this out on X. Calais Campbell, if you're actually watching him play this year, he's really getting after it. Like, he's having a really good season. Calais Campbell, he's also like a great leader, a great locker room presence. So him and Roquan and, Kyle Van Noy and Kyle Hamilton and Marlon Humphrey, like, that would be just a great group of guys, leaders. I would not be mad at a Calais Campbell reunion. All right, guys, so we'll see if Lamar Jackson suits up or not on Sunday. I really hope he does. Obviously, not only for the Ravens to win, but just as a fan, man, we're so privileged to watch Lamar Jackson play football every week. He's such a talented player. Obviously, it makes the games a lot more fun and exciting and entertaining. But obviously, I hope Lamar Jackson heals up. He's ready to go. Another factor in here is that the Ravens are going to be playing 2 games in a 5-day window because they got Thursday Night Football right after the Broncos against the Bengals. So could the Ravens, even if Lamar Jackson's kind of iffy, could they be holding him out, to make sure he's 100% for, or as close to it as possible for the Bengals, that divisional game right there on Thursday Night Football at home. That's another thing to factor in as well. So smash the like button if you got any value out of today's content. As always, comment down below all of your thoughts. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all, and we'll see you in the next video.
When he wasn't looking, he ran me over.